Wednesday, June 11th, and we're in Louisville, Kentucky at a really cool show. It's an all Pontiac show. It's a Pontiac-Oakland Club International show. This show travels around from state to state each year, and this year they happen to be in Louisville, Kentucky. And I really like the TA.
Thank you.
It's nice. How long have you had it?
This time or the first time?
Oh, second. You grabbed it the second time, huh?
I had it when it was brand new.
You bought it new? Nice.
5 years. Let it go in '83. And started looking for it in '90. And found it in 2021.
Oh, yeah?
2 states away.
How'd you happen to find it?
Still had the VIN number.
Okay.
And I found it one time with the VIN number in '90, but it showed expired registration and tag, and sent them a letter and a picture and never heard back, so I figured it'd been wrecked.
Yeah.
And gave up on it, and then in 21 I found that where it had it run before. So I wonder with the internet if you can look up a VIN number. Yeah, you can find out if one's active, and it showed up being active in Georgia, and we're in northwestern North Carolina.
Nice.
And tracked it down 3 owners later because it had never been registration. Had never been
Okay.
changed. And bought it back and had it restored.
What was the condition when you got it back? Not good?
It would run, but that was about it. Beat up, scratched up.
Yeah.
Seats were out of it. Had the original motor, but it needed work, and the original transmission, it didn't work.
Beautiful car. I love the gold.
Thank you.
What do they call that gold?
Solar gold.
Solar? Okay. Well, thank you. I love stories like that. Beautiful car. Man, that's nice. I got a soft spot for these Trans Ams. When it's a story like that, that's super cool. The Pontiac-Oakland Club International Show here in Louisville, Kentucky. This is so cool. Man, they just don't make ornaments like that anymore, do they? That is one nice hood ornament.
See if they didn't shrink it.
Then I have a little vents under on the dash.
Yeah.
Back then. But you get out, you just got like sweat all down your back because you're stuck to the seat.
And you have vinyl seats.
Yeah. It's hot.
Is this your 69?
Yes.
Beautiful car. I have a question for you. I am fixing one up, and I'm doing some of the same stuff.
We're at the 53rd annual Pontiac-Oakland International Convention here in Louisville, Kentucky. If you dig Pontiacs, this is the video for you. If you just dig cars, period, you're gonna dig this video also. I think you're gonna like this. I've always been a Pontiac fan. I've always liked the older Firebirds, and of course, who doesn't like the Judge? Judges are always cool, but I think you're gonna dig this video. This 72 Pontiac right here, I can remember when these were all over the road. I mean, you just don't see them anymore. This is a special Hearst edition. Of course, you never see these anymore. But just these regular Pontiacs, every day they were out on the road. Electric roof. Neat car. Always like those honeycomb wheels. And what I never understood about these is putting the Landau top on. I don't know. I think a Landau tops is a luxury car, and I see this Hearst Pontiac as more of a performance car. Just my opinion. You know what they say about opinions. They're from Pennsylvania. There's cars from all over. Cars from Canada, cars from California, all the way down south towards Florida. But this is a great looking 72 Pontiac Grand Am. Good looking car. Good looking 70 GTO. Always like that green. Always like the different colors. Another neat color of green. It's 68 GTO. Definitely two different colors of greens. Let me know what you think about the greens. Yep, it's a 68. '72 wagon came a long ways too. They came from North Carolina. Oh, he's got the hood up. Let's check it out.
Swap on it. The reliability has been incredible. You know, and it's real hard.
Somebody will recognize me from all the Somebody asked me if my daughter was coming down here with me. I said, no, she's not coming down. Well,
Cars are actually getting ready to head across the street to the Kentucky Fairgrounds over there for an indoor car show, and that's where we're getting ready to head here. Morning. It's nice the hotel offers a little cleaning area for you, for everyone here at the show. Hose and special spot. Get them all cleaned up. It's a good looking Grand Can-Am. We have made it inside. I am impressed by all the cars in here. I didn't think there was going to be this many. We'll go through them, get them filmed. This is so cool. The 10 Indian, 1966 GTO, 389 tri-power Ram Air engine, 360 plus horsepower, 4-speed Muncie, Hurst shifter, 456 POCI, good old Doug's headers, and M&H Racemaster Cheater slicks. What a cool car. What a classic car. Here's what this bad boy costs new. $3,300. Wow. Let's get into filming some of these cars. This is just amazing how many cars are here. Give you a little pan. I'm here first thing in the morning. So there's not many people in here yet. We're going to cruise through these, and I'm going to show you as many as I can. Boys like that body style of Trans Am. If it's Pontiac, it's here. Even that good old 4-door cruiser. Yeah, people are just rolling in. With his 62 is pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. They don't make them like this anymore, do they? As far as interiors go, or as far as cars go. Absolutely gorgeous. Black on black on black. This bad boy's hot in the summer. $1969. I like this 71 Grand Prix. I remember back in the day, remember in the 70s, those were everywhere on the road. And that just brings back flashbacks of good memories from the 70s. We just don't see them anymore. 74 TA. This is just amazing. '77 Can-Am. '72 Firebird. Pretty car. There's a Fiero. Sure, we'll see a bunch of Fieros today. Trans Am pace car. Remember, like it was yesterday when that thing paced the race. This is so cool. I'm amazed at how many cars are inside here. We started off filming outside yesterday, and I knew they were going to have an indoor show today, but I didn't know it was going to be this big. This is so cool. '72 LeMans. That white interior is pretty with the white vinyl top. Absolutely gorgeous. '68 Firebird rag top. With the red lines. Here's a car you don't see too often. The '65 Pontiac 2+2. Always like the lines on these. That bottom rocker, how it kicks out right there. $421. Good looking Bonneville. Fuel injection. $1958. Speaking of nice interior and not making them like that anymore. Oh, remember when the carpet had speckle? I don't think it's showing it up too well. You see the glitter on that carpet? Another beautiful car. Always dug that salmon color. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful rear end. All this extra ribbing on the trunk lid that goes in. You don't see detail like that anymore. And they kind of did the same with the roof. And with the front fenders. They carried it with the front fenders right here. And this raises up. Where on the trunk it goes down. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's see what this 64 GTO costs new. What's it got to say? About 3,600 bucks. And it's a 4-speed. Red 66 GTO 4-speed. Yeah. Hearse, baby. Morning. Pretty LeMans.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All that work I did.
There you go. Yep. Another proud owner. 1965. (1962) Tempest. And a '79 Formula. Remember when these were all over the road? And these things were everywhere. Let me show you the rear end of that Tempest. It's got a lot of neat detail to it that you don't see too often. See how that kind of like a little mini fin. Pretty cool touch. Neat car. 1969 Firebird. Rag top, baby, with red lines. And a 70 GTO rag top with a 455. And a spoiler. Love it. Morning. I'm fine, and you?
Good.
Good. Talked to this guy yesterday in the video. I think it was this one. Maybe it wasn't this one. No, it wasn't this one. I'm getting them mixed up. This Trans Am cost new. 8,200. No, this wasn't the one. I don't think this is the one where I talked to the guy earlier in the video.
It's a pretty car.
Yeah, it is. They came from New Jersey. They come from all over this show. 57 Pontiac. Well, it is pretty. 57 Bonneville. Another Bonneville. What year is this? 1970 maybe? And again, remember when these were all over the road, these big Bonnevilles? I'm going to show you the rear end of this Bonneville. It's pretty interesting. Pretty wild looking. Got a GTO. 4-speed. $1970. The Judge. Oh yeah. Here come the Judge. 69 Judge. Love it. Gorgeous 55. So nice. Another Can-Am. It's probably a 77 maybe. This Catalina's pretty. She's a driver too. Look at that. 1962 Pontiac Catalina. And that's pretty. I like that. Got a couple dents and scratches on it. She's a driver. Pretty car. This Grand Prix brings back some memories. A buddy of mine, he's from Canada. I heard there's some people here from Canada. A buddy of mine had one of these Grand Prix. It was all black. I'll never forget that. Back in good old high school days. What year is this? It's a 69. What did this thing cost in 1969? Any guesses? There you go, about $5 grand. Very cool car. Bonneville. Another Bonneville. '40 Pontiac, 46 Pontiac, another 1940, '38, absolutely gorgeous trim. And another 40. Absolutely gorgeous 77 TA. Ah, love them. Remember the crushed velvet interior? There you go. Love it. Look at that interior. Turn dash. Beautiful car. Might be another 77 Can-Am. Never seen so many Can-Ams in one spot until today. Beautiful car right here. 67 Pontiac. We gotta see the back of this. Another 67. I think it's 4-speed, guys. '68 Catalina. And looks like a '69 Bonneville. Notice that nose, remnants of the GTO or LeMans. Kind of looks the same. The 1929 Oakland. Getting her all cleaned up. Morning.
Good day, sir.
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm glad I'm here.
There you go. 57 wagon.
You need to open the door or something there for sale.
Alrighty, thank you.
This car just drove.
Where you guys from?
Alamo, Tennessee.
Okay.
Where you from, sir?
Right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that too. Morning, sir.
56 wagon.
I got bugs out here.
The handyman. Yeah, he drove that pink wagon from Tennessee. And the news is even here. WDRB. They're getting ready to film a segment. We'll come back and check out these cars after they're done filming. It's a '63 LeMans. And it's got a lot of aluminum. It says caution, aluminum front sheet metal. Please look, but don't touch. So I'd say this is a factory drag car. '60. Love the tail lights and rear end of that. Beautiful car. 1960 Custom. If you're into customs, I just got back from a show in Indianapolis, Indiana. In fact, this car was there. Custom Car Revival. You can check out those videos. It's nothing but traditional customs, like this car here. You can see a lot more of these. But definitely check out my Custom Car Revival videos. I think you'll like those. A lot of cool cars were there at that show over the weekend. And this is one of them. Back to the Grand Prix. Remember when them were all over the road? They were everywhere. 1980 Grand Prix. We want to check out the interior of a 1980. Let's do. Let's see. Let's go back to 1980. They're still working on getting ready to film. Another Can-Am, 77. Oh, there's a black one next to it. I've only seen white ones. Morning.
Hi there.
Was 77 the only year they did this Can-Am series?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I get. For some reason, I keep thinking 76 and 77.
No, 1 year car.
Okay. Thank you. And most of them were all white.
That one, that guy just painted that. It never came in black.
Okay, I
Yeah,
was wondering
it
about
was
that
white.
too.
Different interiors and stuff,
Okay.
but never black.
Okay, they only came in
I
white in
believe
this
so,
package.
yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, it looks cool far away in black, but if you get close to it, it's,
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All right, that answered that. That's why I've never seen a black one, because he just decided to paint that one black, and it came white originally. 77 was the only year for those, and they all came white with that same package. We saw that one earlier in the video, sitting at the hotel. It's starting to get busy. It's getting busier. Here at the Pontiac-Oakland car show.
I was here early in case they needed. They have. They got here early. Yeah.
65 GTO. These people came from Kansas.
anything to make it rumble a little bit more and go a little bit faster.
And this is a 1969 Bonneville.
It's good, yeah.
This is a 1968 we got a 1973. Big transition from 68 to 73 of GTOs. Huge difference. Eight-track. '68 and a '73 GTO. Big difference. And speaking of even a bigger difference, here's a 1964 GTO. '66 LeMans. Now we gotta see the interior on this. And a '72. Speaking of remembering when they were on the road back in the day, this '79 wagon. Remember when these were all over the road? How cool is that? Always liked those. $1950. 1954. Getting her all cleaned up. It's still early. Morning. There's a Fiero. Another Fiero. Remember when these were all over the road? I got a good story to tell you about a neighbor I used to have that had one of these Fieros. I think she had the pace car edition Fiero, if I remember right. We'll see if there's one of these in here, and if there is, I'll tell you that story. And another Fiero. Beautiful, beautiful car right here. I love the color scheme on this. 1955 Star Chief. Love that kind of, I don't know, it's not white, it's kind of an off-white, more of a bone white with that coppery color. Absolutely gorgeous. Some of them are still pulling in. (1965) Grand Prix. Morning. Just going to show you the rear end of that, but that guy was sitting right up next to it and didn't want to bother him. That's a 1967 Ragtop. And this is 1967 hardtop. Here's a 1966. That's another 1966 four-door. Yeah, first four-door I've seen out here. Very cool to see a four-door. And the judge. Here come the judge. Gotta say it every time. 1970 Pontiac GTO judge. Gotta say it every time. You just got to. Super cool. (1973) Oh, I like seeing all the documentation on these. It's a 1975, obviously. 1960. And a 64. We're going to find out what this thing cost in 1964. He's got the sticker. Oh, it looks like she's for sale, guys. Alright, what we got here? About 3,400. I really like this 73 Firebird, or Formula. This is a 69 Firebird. But it's got an unusual engine I'm going to show you here in a second. The owner's not here. Kind of want to hook up with him and ask him about it. .1 liter overhead cam. Check this out. Pretty interesting. Another one with the same engine. Ah, all these have the same engine. Okay. This is 69. I wonder if that engine only came out in 69. That console's nice. It looks like real wood. Here's another one. It's a 69 with the same engine.
So I went digging through here for Manchoma, Florida. So I went digging through there for a yellow ticket, and she goes, "Well, it's gonna be $15." I'm like, "I'm Pokey. I'm part of the come here to look at the show." And there was some guy from Pokey right next to me. He came over with a yellow ticket and handed it to me.
Yeah, they were
Good looking 72. That's pretty. Always like that white and blue on those. 1970.
seems like everybody knows
go in there.
Yeah. How long have you guys had it? How long have you had this
We've
car?
only had it 3 years.
Okay.
It came out of an estate sale by St. Louis.
Okay.
But we got wind of it in the Firebird Fest the very first year.
Yeah.
The guy was in ill health. We told it was a neighbor and he told us all about the car. And he said, we'd definitely be interested if something happens. So
Yeah.
we got a hold of us as soon as something happened. So
Okay.
bought the car and low miles. It's set in a garage.
Yeah.
Garage trophy, you might say.
Well, nice.
It's the blue, which is about
Yep, it's blue, all right.
I'm gonna keep wandering, boys. I want to get this done.
Don't get rid of them. Don't lose faith.
'88 GTA. You don't see these too often anymore either. And those used to be all over the road. The GTA is a little bit more rare of a version. But yeah, I kind of miss that body style on the road. Definitely a pretty 68 Firebird. Formula. I always thought these were cool when they came out. I like the name too, Formula. 76 Formula. He's even got the 76 bicentennial plates. Nice. Color on this 73 is unusual. You don't see this color combination often. Very pretty color. It's kind of like a silver green. It's got a lot of silver in the green. It's got some green in the silver, however you want to call it. I don't know what color that is. Very neat. Big old boat right here. This Grand Prix. Cars were getting big then. 72. $1966. GTO. I dig this gold and white 58. It's not really a white. Kind of like that bone white color.
You just never get done spending money on it. Anyways, we'll have to take the POCI.
Pretty car. Look at the trim on this. I mean, you don't see that on new cars anymore. Wow. Oh, and it has that speckled carpet again. What a gorgeous car. That is pretty. Wow, very nice. They came from Georgia. There's cars here from California, Jersey, Georgia, Florida. Of course, the surrounding states of Kentucky, like Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Tennessee. Very pretty car. '68 GTO. I dig that green. Really like that green color. I remember when these Grand Prix were all over the road here. 1977 Grand Prix. Time warp right here, guys. And these were everywhere on the road. Look at that cool design, how it bumps out. You just don't see characteristic lines like that anymore on the newer cars. Big trunk. Neat car. Four-speed Ventura. (1961). Says this is one of 167 built. All right. Nice car, Robert. I like it. 66. They're from Maryland. Big old trunk. Morning. '65 LeMans. Let's see what it costs new. Like what, 4,500? This one's a 1970. $1971. And another Tempest. Dig these Tempests. These are cool cars. 62.
Taking enough pictures, so
$1962 Pontiac Grand Prix. $1965. Notice the wood grain on these. The older they are, the more real, or might be real, looks. I gotta show you the engine on this. Good looking car. Dig the front end on that. Flip open headlights. 1967. Very cool. $1970 again. Remember when these were on the road everywhere. $1971 Grand Prix. We got to see the interior on this.
I can't believe the colors on these.
We're from Pennsylvania. A sunroof. Very cool. It's a 1972 Grand Prix. What does this cost new? We'll check out the interior also. Ooh, that's $6,300? No, it is a Hearst edition. That's expensive for back then. It'd been $4,600 without the options. Wow, expensive car. You're also looking at a sunroof. Neat car. Oh, he's got 500,000 miles on that one. Good deal. Liking it. Alright, the news is gone, so we can film these now. It's a 1960 drag car. Pontiac Catalina. Uh-oh. She's for sale, guys. Cool car. I like that speckle paint. It's kind of like bass boat paint. Cool paint job. '67. Getting ready to open up the hood. They just got here. 1968 Catalina. Okay, we got another four-door. I think that's only the second four-door I've seen in this whole show. There must be 300 cars in here. And a 65. Another cool thing on these older cars is the steering wheels. That is so cool. Dig the steering wheels. Another 65. And a 58 with some of my favorite trim. You can't beat this piece right here.
So front part is Chevy. The back half is Pontiac. The engine is Chevy. It's got a 348 tri-power. And leather seats because the execs, there was a GMC down the road, and whenever the execs got their cars, they'd go down there and grab Bonneville or whatever, bring it back, strip it, put the seats in. So it's probably got Chevy seats. Leather seats.
1960 Ventura. I dig this interior. Again, they just don't make it like this anymore. Interior with a little bit of class. Interior like they cared. Interior to stand out. Love those tail lights. That trim. And that's just beautiful. '55 wagon. Oh, they're from Alabama. The one next to us from Wisconsin. Let's check out the interior on this one. Absolutely gorgeous. That one's a 56. See the difference in the front ends? From a 55 to a 56. Seat looks comfy too. We can just sit right down on that like a couch. And back to a 55. Pontiac Safari. See that trim a lot on customs. Neat car. (1957) Star Chief. This one's pretty popular. It's going to be hard to get. (1956). We're gonna find out what this bad boy costs new. We got a little sticker right here. Say $3,000.
It's interesting, some of the historical names and stuff that are on.
Did you go to Lauderdale or Miami?
North, south, center state, far east, percent.
Another neat thing is the brochures that the dealerships passed out back in the day. They were really nice. Nothing like today.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Beautiful car. This one's from Iowa. And that's a 56. There's one of the brochures. Very cool. I used to collect them old brochures back in the day. I get rid of them probably, I don't know, 10 years ago. I had tons of them. A lot of them I hand collected in the 70s. I'd go to all the dealerships in the 70s and pick up the brochures. Well, they didn't want no kid coming in. A couple of dealerships got to know me. Just walk in and get one, or they'd hand me one just to get me out of there. There wasn't no kid in the dealership. I'm wanting to check out cars. They didn't want me checking them out. So here's a brochure, son. Go home. All right. '86 Firebird. And there's quite a few of these body styles here. They're from Georgia. They've come from all over to come to this show. Let's jump into 1986. Here we go. Well, these things were everywhere on the road, and you just don't see them anymore. It's like, what happened to them all? What do you think happened to all them cars, that body style that GM made? They pumped out a ton of them. 60 Catalina. '65 GTO.
See, I want to show you something. You know how our car has that stuff sticking out there and all that? I can take that off and put that on.
Yeah.
It looks nicer.
It does. Maybe the next thing we do then.
Yeah. But these are the type of clamps you're supposed to have on your car. We are not.
'69 Grand Prix. Remember seeing them all over the road. '65 GTO, white lettered tires and crackers. And a 4-speed. And tri-power. This baby rock and rolls right here. '29 Pontiac, Big Six. And a '28